Hello, my name is Arthur Reed, and I want to welcome you to the Lambert CPA Review course. During this next 12 video sequence, we're going to be looking at all the components of the CPA exam in the area of regulation that pertain to taxation. To be sure, there's a lot of material to cover. We're going to be looking at some items that if you've taken some tax courses in a college, they're going to be very familiar to you. And there are going to be some areas, if you've taken a course in a college, that you've never seen before. That's because a lot of the material that we ask on the CPA exam, it goes beyond the common basic course that you get. So for no matter who you are, you're going to find this to be an enjoyable, entertaining, and very filling area as we go through a lot of different topics in the area of taxation. I've been working with the Lambert CPA Review course for many years. I write the book that you'll be using as a reference guide as well, and as I teach taxation here at Bentley College, it's an area that I absolutely love. So I hope that some of that comes over to you as you take the review course and we go through lecture after lecture. There's a lot of material to cover. What I'm going to try to do as we go through the material is do a combination of lecture, problem solving, as well as give you some ideas of what some of these business simulations might be in the area of taxation, specifically in the area of research. So we're trying to integrate that entire learning experience together so that as you prepare for this exam, you'll feel confident as you sit with regulation. I had a chance to sit with one of my students here at the college the other day who's now preparing for another part of the exam. And he had passed regulation. He had me for the course here at the college as well as for the review course. And he said he was amazed at how well he did in the area of regulation, how well prepared he thought he was. And that's because as we begin to try to integrate all these concepts together, our goal in the review course is to get you to pass the exam. Our goal when we teach at a college is to get you to understand a lot about taxation. And when you mirror these two things together in the course, you come up with something very, very powerful. One of the things I'm going to implore you to do as the course continues, regardless of what topic that you're sitting in, is go to the website. The website for the Uniform CPA exam is at cpaexam.org. I think you've probably been there a number of times. I am not going to spend valuable time that we have together going through here, but there's a lot of great things in the frequently asked questions about the content specifications, things like that that are on this site. And I went back to it just yesterday in preparing for this and just read through some of the components there just to refresh myself about some of the things that you as a candidate is going to be concerned with. And one of the things that I came up with that I thought was a very telling area was that topic dealing with passing rates, because everybody wants to know, gee, what's the percentage of passing? Now, the examiners have not done a great job of giving us a lot of detail, but this is what the result was for the 3 quarters that they had published for the 2007 year as we're looking back on that. In the area of auditing, that they found that the combined passing rate for those candidates sitting for those parts were 48%. And if you can see BEC, FAR, and RG are also very close to that area. Some people say that taxation is the hardest part or regulation is the hardest part. The statistics don't bear that out as far as the passing rates go. So that gives you some sort of an idea of a clustering. What we've always been proud of is the fact when they talk about those students who have taken a review course, those passing rates go up dramatically. There are a number of people who simply walk into the exam saying, I'll give it a shot, see if I pass it. If I pass it, that's great. If I don't, I'll take a review course. So you can actually skew this to be a little bit higher for you candidates. But I just want to let you show you that that tends to be what we're looking at as far as passing. Now, because it is a computer exam, one of the things that I like to do is that when I teach tax in a classroom, as well as teach class in this review course, is to let you know some of the computer-based skills that you'll be needed. Because I know as a professor, going from the typical chalkboard, overheads, that type of style presenting to now to PowerPoints and on-screen testing mechanism, things like that, that is a different feel of doing things on the screen versus doing things on paper. And so some of the skills people ask me in the emails, they'll say, what do I need to know? What do I have to do? Here are some of the skills that they ask you to do. Can you click on what they call the radio buttons? Those are those little bullet points where you click to hit submit and things like that, or fill in those little dots as you click to select an A, B, C, or D. I mean, that's kind of easy. Can you use a simple spreadsheet? I think that's a basic skill we all have. Can you use an online calculator? And some people struggle with that a little bit, but you're going to have to do that. Can you do basic online research? That's a piece that's becoming part and parcel of virtually all the exams now. And more of the college courses have a research component of them because this is part of what the CPA exam. Can you use a basic word processing package? Very typically, it is a Microsoft Word feel to it, but it is not a word processing package, just like the spreadsheet is not technically Excel, but it's like Excel. So can you use those basic skill sets? Can you do a cut and paste as you pull things out of your research and plop it into a Word document? And do you know how to scroll on a screen, which also means tabbing between screens? If you can do all of those skills, which I think that the average person should be able to do, you won't have any problem taking this computer-based exam.